Hello, and welcome to Rocket Fuel, your daily update for everything that's happening in the Rocket Pool community. Today is December 6th. My name is Attack, and as always, we've got a whole lot of updates for you. So let's start with this one right here. It's from Maverick. He says, "Hey everyone, without industry-wide events happening every day anymore, it feels like things have been moving a little bit slower lately. But as the latest bi-weekly report shows, it's still full steam ahead for Rocket Pool. Have a read through the happenings here." And then there's a link to the Reddit page. He says, "We also have 2 calls this week, the usual days, times, and places. Check out the event section on Discord for more details, and we'll see you there." So the 2 events are the Twitter Space today and the Chit Chat on Friday. So that's cool. So let's have a look at the bi-weekly report. Our ETH supply has grown by an annualized percent of 82%. Mini pool count has grown to 83% annualized. Effective RPL stake has gone down, annualized 52%, and that's because of the ratio increase. So as the ratio goes up, more RPL becomes ineffective. So people have to add more mini pools to make their RPL more effective, or yeah, basically that's how you do it. And then node operator count has gone up 71% annualized. So smart node, the latest version 1.7.1, and R&D, there's patches was released a Twitter thread about the rescue node. The team continued investigating the possibility of integrating 1inch's DEX aggregator into the stake.rocketpool.net site so that ETH deposits can be routed to secondary markets in case of a full queue. A decision has been made to instead build a custom feed that is linked to liquidity sources and provides the same functionality, but is directly under the protocol's control. So they were having some issues with geofencing, and it seems like this will be actually the better solution long term, because one of the things that the team didn't want to do was give privileged integration to a particular project. It's just 1inch happened to have the best project at the time. So if the team can replicate that, then that would be amazing. And initial Atlas audits are ongoing and will continue into next month. Oh, that's surprising. I thought they would finish by this month. Okay. The process has included the successful creation of the first ever LEB mini pool by the Rocket Pool team for testing purposes. Also, Joe was testing migration support, so that's really cool too. In my mind, the timeline was that the audits would be finished in the next couple of weeks, and then testing would start either, well, I don't know, the timeline in my mind was obviously wrong. So I guess into next month means that maybe in the first or second week of January, the testing will be done, and then the community will probably get like a month to play with it. So we're looking at like middle of February as an optimistic time frame for the Atlas to go live. However, if there's code bugs found, then they would have to be audited again after those are fixed. So it might be, going into March. So it seems like people around the ETH core devs now are saying March or April for withdrawals. So that might give us a little bit more space to work towards. Governance, the process of onboarding new ODA members is ongoing and has included Sasal from the Daily Gwei explaining the process of launching his first Rocket Pool mini pool. And then there was like his link to his tweet. And having signed the documents and paid for sponsorships now official, Rocket Pool is going to ETH Denver, which is really cool. Waldorf released the IMC report for period 3. I don't think I actually checked that. So I missed that. Sorry. Significant discussions took place in the DAO forum to solidify a structure that will use to assess submissions for GMC review. Like I mentioned yesterday, please go and contribute to that. It's very important that as many people in the community as possible can give feedback on that, because we want it to be the best possible system for everyone. Integrations went sec soon. Coinbase have announced RPL plan to be listed. The occasion was marked with an interesting POAP, which at the time of writing is still available to be claimed. That is not available to be claimed anymore. There's all minted out. Vendor Finance now supports RETH as collateral and lend token on Arbitrum. Oh, I missed that too. That's really cool. Okay, media marketing. Staker report announces that Rocket Pool has been the fastest growing staking protocol since the merge. Fantastic. Other impressive metrics in Rocket Pool ecosystem include the persistent price premium for RETH. German crypto YouTuber talked about RETH. MakerDAO coinciding with the writing of a previous bi-weekly report. There's information there. Do Your Own Fund published a second piece talking about why decentralization matters and how Rocket Pool helps. Worth repeating from the last report, the extremely generous mainnet anniversary raffle from the POAP team is still live and will result in hundreds of RPL tokens given away. So that is Superfizz's POAP. which I think has a maximum total prize, of 450 RPL, I want to say, across 10 prizes. Number one being 150 RPL tokens. So there's a link here to go and enter that raffle. The only people who can enter that are those who minted the Rocket Pool anniversary POAP, and also they minted it before a certain block number. So those two pieces of information are key. And this other recent generosity included the mysterious and anonymous RPL Benefactor account on Discord, which has also started giving away hundreds of RPL tokens to deserving community members over the weekend. We're going to talk about that next. Vietnamese crypto media company released a report. According to Google Translate, stated Rocket Pool is considered a challenge to Lido's position, and the operating model introduced by Rocket Pool has many advantages. And then a Twitter AMA was hosted by Blockstrat, which features Langers, talking about the advantages of staking with Rocket Pool, and the recording is still available if you missed it. However, there was a POAP for those who attended live, and that's gone now. So cool. So we just teased that we're going to be talking about the RPL Benefactor. So let's have a look. So yesterday morning, the RPL Benefactor turned up in Discord again, as they have every day, and said, 3 steps, DM me telling me what you've done, send me your address, I'll send you RPL. So at that point, they still had 100 RPL left, which they claimed would finish today, but it didn't finish today. And then he or they, or maybe she, I don't know, said, so funny, can't give it away. So then Sneaky sang this song. He says, 99 tokens of RPL in RPL Benefactor's wallet, 99 tokens of RPL, take 10 down, send it around, 88 tokens of RPL in RPL Benefactor's wallet. So then the RPL Benefactor replied by saying 99 minus 10 equals 89. So it's like, where did the other one go? And I think Sneaky says, well then, yes, that was intentional. Unmentioned 1 RPL fee, obviously. And I think what ended up happening was the Benefactor actually sent Sneaky 1 RPL for that. I'm not really sure. I said, this is actually really funny. This guy here, this guy's like, here, I've got $2,000 of RPL to give away to you, and no one wants it. So I think, I guess at that point, people were just not messaging the Benefactor anymore to ask for RPL. And hey, that's fine, like that's totally okay. But as the day went on, the RPL Benefactor kept telling people to message them, and they were going to distribute more RPL. So what was this here? Sorry. Oh yeah, then the RPL Benefactor here says 50 left. Should I send it to 3 members of the community? Someone make a list with 10 community members and members who do the most work. Once you agree on the list, make a poll. Top 3 will get 20, 20 and 10 RPL. Person who does the work will get the last 1 RPL, because there was 51 left at that point, I guess. And setting it all up, then I will be done. No more DMs. DMs are closed now. So I guess the RPL Benefactor was kind of getting tired of waiting for people to send requests. So that that basically what happened is, in trading, people couldn't come up with a list. Some people were joking, some people were being serious. Nobody could decide on who the 10 people should be. So after a while, the Benefactor came back and said, you know what, guys, like, tough luck, like, you haven't been able to get organized. So I'm just gonna open DMs again. So I trying to find the post where, so Benefactor said, if you all decide and vote, I'll honor the vote. If no vote, I'll open DMs later. And then no rocket scientist, no ODAO, no team. So he just wanted it to be like regular community members, I guess. But yeah, nobody could get it together. So I guess the Benefactor opened their DMs again. In the meantime, Hodger came up with the opposite of the Benefactor, the RPL Rocket Pool oppressor. So like created this AI generated image. I think it was done by I forgot the name of the software, but it looked really cool. But then the even cooler one was this one. It's Midjourney, but a person named Rocket Pool Benefactor with phantasmal iridescent style using rainbow colors gives out money to support hardworking Rocket Pool community members. So like there's this image, and I absolutely loved it. I thought that was like the coolest thing I've seen in a while. So I told Hodger, like, hey, if you don't mind, can I set that as my, I said, do you mind sending a full res of this? I would love to make it my Discord pic, haha. And then Valdorf was like, RPL Benefactor doxed. I just really liked it. So then he sent the higher res version, which was really cool. And then I kind of was joking. I said, I love it. I was going to find some other Ether scan transaction and say sent to troll you, but this is too nice for me to do that. So as you can see, look here, it's my profile picture right here. But then the benefactor turned up later, and I'm trying to find the post for that. The benefactor turned up later and ended up giving Hodger some RPL for that, and also gave me permission to use that as well, which was really nice of the benefactor. So thank you, benefactor. Okay. So this morning then, or last night actually, the benefactor said only 10 RPL left, end of an era. And then this morning, the benefactor came into trading and basically sent some RPL to a few community members who had messaged them overnight, I guess, and then sent a last bunch to prominent community members like Thomas and Marceau and Patricio and I think, yeah, so sent a few RPL to those people, and it was, I guess, for the POAP, like he said over here, he said for the POAP. So so Thomas says, so the benefactor said, here's for Thomas and Marceau, and the Thomas came and said, thanks for the RPL. And then the benefactor said, if you ever want to give away 1,000 RPL or any amount, send me a message and I will distribute it for you in a fairish way. And then Thomas replied by putting the eyes on that. So also, let me see, where was I? As all of it was sent, some of it was sent to Patricio, etc. Sorry, I'm just getting back to the spot that I was at. So the benefactor said, my watch is over. And then he said, see you all at the launch of Atlas for a very special something. And then there's emojis, lots of emojis. And then the benefactor just kind of left with a message saying, just remember, this is the time for us all as a community to really shine. Atlas is when Rocket Pool can really make or break. We'll all need to pull together and shout from the rooftops about how amazing this protocol is and how this community is the best in all of crypto. 2023 is going to be a phenomenal year for us all. And then benefactor left by saying, remember, more work equals a happier benefactor. So people then left really nice messages saying thanks for all the hard work, manually sending that many transactions. I think there was over 220 in the end. Over a few days was tons of work. It was fun to watch. And then Fit says, I don't know who you are, but thanks for sharing the RPL love and sharing the RPL love, the key contributors. This community is the best. I'm doing my bit by raising RP awareness on Twitter and onboarding new folks. We'll try to contribute more in the Discord channel as well. So lots of people were really heartened by the benefactor's parting words. And then the benefactor said, sent my last bit of ETH to the smoothing pool and bye everyone. And see you in a few months if all goes well. So I'm not sure exactly what the benefactor is hinting at there. All I can assume was trying to put those two things together about saying to Thomas, but I don't know if there's anything there. I think the benefactor was, I don't know. I can't really assume what's going on with that, but that was really cool. And then Sleety said, "Thank you. Kindness begets kindness," and I think it's been a really big boost for the community these last few days. I feel like just reading about it, people have been more active, people have been happier. I think it's really been nice for people, but let's see if that positiveness kind of lasts. So then as you can see from here, here's a list of all the addresses that the benefactor sent RPL to. There's literally I think 220 transactions. This is on Rocket Scan, by the way. You can see all the addresses that were sent to. And then at the bottom, you can see that, the account was seeded by Superfizz with 1,000 RPL. And then 10 RPL came from Uniswap. So I guess they swapped some of their ETH back to RPL. And then I guess a couple of community members sent some back as well. So there was that. And then the money went out to, the top ones were 80 RPL went to Uniswap. I guess they needed ETH for gas maybe or something. I don't know. I think that was, they swapped some for ETH and sent it to the smoothing pool. That's what it was. And then Hani Abu got 30. These two people here got 30. Invis got 30, but I think he donated some of that to the GMC, which is, I think then the Benefactor sent more. And then First Man got 25, Sleety got 22, and like a bunch of people got 20 as well, like Jasper, Wanda, Vaka, Valdorf, Noshua, Popash, me, got 20. Like, so that was really cool. So yeah, there was a lot of RPL going around for everyone, which was fantastic. So then what I did was I was inspired by, the Benefactor's kindness. So I talked to Sleety and I said, hey, let's make, because Sleety and I both got like, good amounts of RPL. So I asked Sleety like if we can make a POAP, and Sleety put together this beautiful POAP, as Sleety's artwork is always, incredible. And then I got it minted, and I started the distribution. So at the moment, only 2 people have this. I got number 1, Sleety got number 2. Tonight and tomorrow, I'll be manually putting the transactions through, I guess in honor of the Benefactor, and I'll be getting those out in the next couple of days. There's so many POAPs to send, so it might take into the weekend to get them all distributed, but I'll make sure that they're distributed soon, ASAP, basically. If anyone has any issues, if you think that you are owed a POAP but you don't get it, I'll make an announcement once it's all done. And if you didn't get a POAP in that time, then just reach out to me, and I've got some extra codes as well. So cool. Now moving on. So today was a day of like the last 24 hours was like a day of landmarks. So the first thing that happened is we got 1,000 mini pools. The second thing that happened is Potato shared this screenshot from RocketScan saying that we had 19 million RPL. So since launch, we've had 1 million RPL. We've had over 1 million RPL of inflation. And then later on today, we also had 1,800 nodes. That's like individual like machines that run the mini pools. So the average amount of mini pools per node is about 5.2 or something, which is amazing. And it shows that, there's lots and lots of small stakers who have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mini pools on their computers and their nodes. It's absolutely fantastic. So yeah, it's really funny how like these numbers kind of like line up sometimes. I remember doing an episode a while ago, one of the earlier ones, where the numbers kind of lined up like that as well. So it's funny how that happens sometimes. But yeah, it's really great that, the rocket pool is growing. I saw that a lot of people are using Ramana's bot to get up to like 0.4 ETH on the ARB, which I made a tweet about that. I think I was replying to someone else's tweet that by spinning up a mini pool, you can totally pay now for a ROC 5 machine and hard drive and like get it all set up for less than the price of the ARB that you would get. So you're basically getting all that for free, which is absolutely amazing when you think about it, because one of the big blocks to staking for people was the upfront cost of the hardware, but now that's gone. So it's truly amazing that, this is hopefully going to see some good adoption going into Atlas. Yeah, okay, so we saw that already. The next one is this interesting because I shared this a few days ago where Zero bought, and today he sold. So Zero is like channeling his inner Thomas, trying to like get some trades going here. And he sold, $110,000 worth of RPL, trying to time the Coinbase listing. And he said, I'm thinking Wanda sold the top, which was like a couple of days ago on this little run. And Zero says, I really should follow my own advice. When the Coinbase listing announcement happened, I said that the top is going to be this evening. I wasn't home and then forgot to sell. Wanda sold in my place. So then what happened there was that he sold now, but he actually sold at a decent price, just under $20. However, in the meantime, the price has actually gone up. Let's have a look what the price is right now. So the price right now is $20.17, but the ratio is what counts. And the ratio is actually, he's done a little bit better. It's 0.01586. So I think he sold at 0.159, I think. But yeah, that's 0.0159. So yeah, I guess he's kind of in profit against ETH, but down against the dollar. So the next thing here is guy without a mustache says, I've been doing some research, actually just browsing Twitter and joining the dots. The Ghost roadmap was announced on November 29th and it got listed on Coinbase today. The Rocket Pool was, the Rocket Pool's RPL token was announced on December 2nd. Tomorrow could potentially be the listing day or Wednesday. So this was from yesterday. We didn't get listed today. So I guess like now we have a really good example of like the best and worst case scenarios. So when I made Rocket Fuel yesterday, I was saying, and on Saturday, the Coinbase episode, I was saying it might take up to 6 weeks to get it done. However, if they do it as quickly as Ghost token, then it might be done any day now. So that's something really exciting to look forward to. It might be the big thing on tomorrow's episode if it all goes well. But of course, there's no guarantee of that. We don't know what Coinbase are doing behind the scenes, but it's definitely exciting to think about. So next we started seeing these emails like Meek got here. He said, I just got accepted to ETH Denver, but the email feels like phishing, lol. So a bunch of people started sharing screen caps of their emails for their tickets to Denver. If you go to the ETH Denver channel, people have, wait, let me just go right to now. I think people were sharing screenshots and information about getting their tickets. And they got their Spoke DAO access, and they started getting their tickets, right? So that's really cool that people are doing that, and everything seems to be coming together now for the Denver trip. Like Maverick said in the protocol update post on Reddit that the Rocket Pool team are official sponsors. The whole team is going to be in Denver too, so it's really awesome to see. Okay, so here I'm going to talk about Joe's story that he wants to tell, but before I do that, there's this comment by Sharid.eth, who was Fluke. He says, sometimes I just sit and reflect on how effing awesome Rocket Pool is. Amazing community and team and people and product, love it all. And then, that's a really nice sentiment. And Joe said, so I have a story, who's still up? And I said, I'm here taking notes of Rocket Fuel. So Joe tells the story of like his the merge experience. So he says, all right, I'll have a proxy audience then. So basically people who are watching Rocket Fuel can read the story. So let me take you all the way back to the merge. I am at the time validating a regular old Raspberry Pi 4B, and I have a Besu plus Nimbus running on it. The merge was a time of great celebration and joy for most people because it basically went without a hitch. Unfortunately, I was not one of those people. Besu on my poor Pi kept breaking over and over and couldn't catch up to the head of the chain at all. It says, so after trying to get it to work successfully for like 3 hours, I made the executive call to move my validators to a different node. From the day of the merge to last Friday, I was validating on the Super Pi, what used to be the old Rocket Pi, which was a CM4 and the P31, and my custom Rocket Pi case. And then Joe says, the Super Pi was running Geth and Nimbus. I was working just fine from the merge until last Friday. Last Friday, bad things happened. At 4 a.m., it started missing every attestation, suggesting it was offline. It was not offline, however. I had 2FA set up on my SSH, like the security guide suggests. Password is fine, but the 2FA code was rejected every time. Suspicious. So I bring it up to the lab and log in locally to see what's up. The current time was 4:14, and I thought the time was 4:08. Yep, the system clock went completely foobar. Crony was reporting all over the place, so I guess like the chronological stuff that was dependent on the time was all messed up. I had no idea of what was going on and couldn't sync network time because the clock was so weird. None of the NTP servers could agree with what to do. There's a brief exchange in support where Patches and I talked about it at one point. At this point, I'm left with two options: move it back to the old Pi with Besu Nimbus, possibly since Besu 22.10.2 just came out, it's actually working on my Pi now, or at 5 a.m. do a Hail Mary merge of version 1.7.1 into the old version 1.8 beta branch with Nimbus split mode and pray to whatever God would listen to me that it would work. I chose the latter. After about half an hour of finagling, it's up and running on my Praetor box and works. I have Nimbus behaving with a fallback client. I tried to do the RPC node I use for testing and tree generation, which is Prism. It starts validating fine, which means Nimbus VC and Prism BN is a thing, but I can't register with MEV boost and the grace period is over. So if I get a proposal, I'm going to get bonked. That's not ideal. So after all that, I decided at 6:30 that it's time to give Besu another shot, and I moved my validators back to the old regular Pi B4 with Besu Nimbus. It has now been operating on that configuration since Saturday, and I've been doing all right. It's missed a lot of chain heads, so attestations are 10k instead of 13k half the time, but it's working at least. All of that being said, I know Nimbus split mode works, but still have some weird cross-client quirks to work out. So beta version 1.8 has entered final testing, and that's what I'm doing today. So yeah, that was a nice little story that Joe shared, so I thought I'd share that with all of you. And finally, we had one of our own hit the Holy Grail. So Sleety shared this link, a screenshot of a post by, a screenshot of liked by, and it said liked by Vitalik Buterin, and it's a post of the intern where he said alfalfa leak surely. So the intern made a pun on one of Vitalik's comments, and Vitalik liked it. So that's awesome. So congrats to the intern, because I know that when Vitalik starts to like, I guess replying might be the holy grail, but even liking is like, pinnacle achievement. So good job, intern. Congratulations on that. Congratulations to everyone over the weekend who got RPL from the Benefactor. Congratulations to the 10,000 mini pool operators and the 1,800 node operators, and congratulations to just everyone. Like it's been a really wonderful weekend, and I'm happy the community sentiment is so good right now. So right now I'm going to jump onto the Twitter space, and I'll upload this after that finishes. So I hope you all have a lovely have had a lovely Tuesday and have a lovely week ahead, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.